Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, the ones to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Also, I want to give a shout out there to the hopeful elect, to Joachim and few Aquas who are sincerely in this truth, as well as believers that are swearing, not just believers, but doers as well. And again, to you, I'd like to say shalom. All right, this is going to be another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah. And like always, of course, Lord willing, may this lesson be edifying. All right, but getting straight into it. As you can see the title of this one, give me that courage so that I may withstand against my enemy. All right, again, give me that courage so that I may withstand against my enemy. And just getting into, as you can see here, that's the word courage. All right, just dealing with the etymology, meaning of it. And it goes into, it says valor, quality of mind which enables one to meet danger and trouble without fear. All right, so matter of fact, it says, continue when you go, it says words for heart, also commonly metaphors for inner strength. It says zeal, strength. All right, and that's basically the point. Heart, hence spirit, temperament, which everything we know starts with your mind. Okay, and that word heart, which in Hebrew means lab. Okay, so that's the point, man. All right, we're asking for courage from Yahawashi, so that we may withstand against the enemy. Because as things intensify here upon the planet Earth, okay, Esau and Edom, he understandeth that he knoweth he hath but a short time. Matter of fact, we can start with that. When you go into, and I'm going to come back to this, Revelations, of course, we bring it out often, man. Revelations chapter 12. Revelations chapter 12 and verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, so Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And how do he know that? By the way of the prophecies, man. Because believe it or not, his eyes is upon the saints. Okay? When you continue on in this chapter, it goes into how he come down upon the ones, all right, who follow after the commandments of Yahawah, all right, who keep the commandments of Yahawah, ultimately those who have the testimony of Yahawah, which is what? The spirit of prophecy, man. Okay? And this devil, he's hearing the saints. Like I often mention, hey, don't think they're not watching you, man. All right, for you brothers out here that's putting out videos, who's going out there on the highways and byways, or even you believers out there who are watching. Don't think that he's not monitoring everything that you're doing. Okay, this is going to be the cause of him to come down upon you, because here it is, you're coming up against his kingdom, man. All right, you have the testimony of Yahawashi, which totally combats this kingdom, this wicked society, man. All right, which condemns this place. All right, here it is, we're telling this devil that he's soon going to fall and he's going to change and he's going to be destroyed, man. All right, and he's hearing these things, that how we're bringing it out, because we're measuring it. What is that? 2 Ezra 9:1. Okay, we're measuring the times diligently in itself. We're telling him how he's going to fall. Which again, it goes back to Yahawah. Okay, we're telling him how he's going to fall and what's going to happen unto him after he fall, man. All right, so this guy, he's the type of guy to go, if I can't have it, no one can. All right, he's going to want to go out with a bang. So again, that's going to cause him to come down with great wrath. But as for you believers, those who dwell in the tents of Yahawashi, the scriptures tell you to rejoice. Okay, rejoice, because what? We knoweth the end thereof, man. All right, we know the end of this devil. We know that America Babylon the Great is not the end all be all, man. All right? We understand that this place must be uprooted for the kingdom of heaven to be established, man. All right? So therefore what? We shall rejoice. But we're asking for courage from Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, so that we may withstand against our enemy, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see. What is that? Matter of fact, let's get Joshua. I'll just look it up. Let's get that real quick. Matter of fact, it's a couple of them in here dealing with the word courage, but I want to get Joshua in 1 and 9. Here it is. This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, "Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, thy power is with thee, whatsoever thou goest." So the Lord is telling you to be strong, man. Be of good courage. Be brave. We went into that word courage. All right? It dealing with being brave, man. Okay? Having no fear. Remember, the Lord, he didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. All right? But he gave us a spirit of love and a sound mind, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, I believe that's either 2 Timothy 1 and 7 or 1 Timothy 1 and 7, if I'm not mistaken. One or the other. But this is what the Lord has given us. The type of spirit he's given us. He's given us a brave spirit for those of you who truly believe upon the testimony. All right? We often mention, believe upon the report. Okay? Now, when you believe upon a report, you're not just believing on that Babylon the Great itself is going to be destroyed. You're not just believing that the famine is coming. You're not just believing that uproars of the people, but you're believing as well that the Lord is going to stand up for his people. He's going to send Michael, the archangel, to stand up for his people, man. All right? You're believing that the Lord cares for those, who love him, man. All right? Who serving him in faith, truth, fear, and sincerity, man. Okay? That's part of believing the report as well, man. Scriptures tell you to eat the whole roll. Okay? It's more to the scriptures, just the bitter parts. All right? You got the honey, you know what I mean? But you can't have too much of the honey, or you're going to get a stomach ache and vomit it all up. All right? But understanding that, again, man, the point is, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi is going to be for his elect. He has care for his elect. Matter of fact, we'll go back to that word courage, because that's one of my favorite scriptures that I'm thinking of right now. That Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. So those who put the trust in Yahawashi, they have the understanding. Remember, the scriptures speak about how there was stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Okay, these words, these parables that are coming out, the mysteries of the kingdom that are coming out unto the people, they're actually stumbling blocks unto them, because ultimately they don't trust in the Lord. A lot of men trust in themselves. They trust in their own flesh. They trust in their leaders. So therefore, what? They don't understand the truth. They're not gonna consider what's truly going on. You see, they don't understand what this is about. This is about rulers, and kingdoms and dominions. You know what I mean? A transition of power. That's ultimately what this is about, man. And there's going to be a lot of chaos that comes with it. But a lot of these guys, they take as if this is just a black thing, a phase in black culture. Like the beloved Elder Corner Roth often mentioned, a permanent American. A lot of these guys with fringes, they're permanent Americans. Israelites in America. That's all these guys is. You see? But all because they don't trust in the Lord, they don't understand the truth. That's why they continue to make these bullshit-ass lessons and videos that they're doing, on coming up against the Lord and why you shouldn't believe on the Lord. You see? The Lord ain't going to give a man like that understanding, man. You see it. You see these guys, man. Scripture says you should know a man by his fruits. All right? You see these guys don't have no understanding, ultimately because they don't trust in the Lord, man. And this goes back to ages. All right? Because reincarnation is real, man. Because if you don't believe now, you damn sure didn't believe then. All right, but let's continue. It says, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. Yeah, the Lord has care for his elect, man. All right, the Lord is gonna protect his elect. He's gonna look out for his elect. Scripture said, my servant shall eat. Okay, my servant shall rejoice, my servant shall drink. Okay, the Lord is going to look out for those who truly serve him, man. It says, I love them who love me, and those that seek me early shall find me, man. All right, and here it is. This is the time to continue to seek the Lord early, man, so that we may be built up and become courageous for Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and be able to withstand against the enemy, man. Okay, but moving on, let's go back to that word courage. I want to go back to that word courage. There was one in Deuteronomy that was beautiful. Yep, this is Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy power